Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before.
We're at Beatty House. So much has been done. I'm so excited. I come in here and the drywall has been mudded.
Man, these projects start coming together when you get the mud on,
I
mud around the
know.
windows. So this is gonna be a really nice space for whoever rents here. It's gonna be a really nice space for them.
I know.
You're gonna hear a little bit of a echo.
Echo.
Because drywall is in. The
Yay.
drywall is mudded.
This is my favorite part of a project because this is when things start to take shape. You can see the space more defined.
Yes. This drywall team does great. They've been working with us for years. The thing I like about these drywall guys is on the corners, when they do their corners, they put the level up against the corners. So when you look down, you got nice straight lines. There's never any wave to it. They really straighten stuff out nice. So I'm really happy with this one. You know, it came out really nice.
So the kitchen over here, you want to show the kitchen or you want me to? Huh?
I get shy in front of the camera.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
So dishwasher, sink, corner cabinet, and we're also doing a corner cabinet on the upper too. And then another base cabinet, and then stove / microwave, another small cabinet, fridge, and then a cool pantry on the end.
And I fought you on this too at first when you told the framer to stop, because this was actually supposed to come framed down this way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a wall.
With this wall.
Yeah.
So the changes that Stephanie wants to make, it's not too big of a deal this time, but I want to make it seem like a big deal. That way she doesn't do any more changes. Over here, she took out the wall over here, and as I can look already, she's already gotten with the framer on this. So this is where that built-in looking deal, whatever she's designed, whatever she's gonna do is gonna be right here.
I have a plan.
We'll see how it comes out.
So next tomorrow, they're gonna start sanding the walls and putting the texture on them.
Look at that 8-fan. That's not small.
Shopping with your kids.
Look at that one. Oh, that looks pretty.
Y'all are doing great. Keep it up. Teamwork. Ba-da-dum-bum-ba-da-da-da. Teamwork. Oh, coronavirus. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Beatty has primer and texture. Oh my goodness, this place looks huge. This is all the beautiful wall tile coming in. Good job, Beatty, good job. You're looking beautiful. Beautiful Beatty is what they call her. The only things that really need to be done are like floors finished up. We're gonna paint a final coat of, you know, my classic agreeable gray. It looks good in every property. And we just have to trim out the light fixtures. We're what, like a week, 2 weeks out?
I would say we're about 2 weeks out from handing this one back over to him.
That's crazy to me. Yeah. So how long has the progress been so far? Like when did we start? Not like permitting, but like after we, like from actual start time.
Maybe 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago.
And then also to run it by your client, because this isn't just our own project. We have a client that we're working for, which we don't normally do, but she is a friend of ours, and so we're working for them. So I have to run every decision by them. One of them being the floors. These floors are gorgeous.
I like these.
But the funny thing about these floors, I had in the initial design walkthrough with my client, I had talked her into doing a herringbone pattern, kind of like what we did at Flea House. So we were gonna do the wood planks, but do them in a 90-degree herringbone pattern. Well, when I went shopping for the wood, because I needed them to be light, I wanted a nice mixture of gray, like in between gray and tan, like beige. I don't want too golden, I don't want too gray. I wanted like a good mixture, and they don't have any in the size I needed to make a herringbone.
Yeah.
So in order to do a proper herringbone in here, since this is a smaller square footage, the scale needs to be smaller. So I was looking for this, honestly, maybe even this could have worked.
2 foot at most.
Yeah, but all we found was like the big tiles, and in this space it would have looked so chopped up and weird doing it. So I had to call her up and be like, I'm sorry to do this to you. However, if we pan down to these floors,
They look really good. They're
they're
4 feet long.
gorgeous. Now granted, there's no, you know, they're not grouted or anything yet, but man, they look so good. I'm like jumping over stuff. Hold on, please.
Is that Instapot?
No,
Oh, that is straight rice cooker.
get hungry on our job site. So this under here is our tub that's going in the wet shower. We have a tub. It's so beautiful. What do you think about the tub, babe?
That's fine.
So we have a closet, the water heater's going in there. It's just a classic water heater, correct?
Vintage water heater.
Oh, stop. I mean, they didn't want like tankless water heater.
Yes.
Stop, like,
It's classic.
vintage.
It's like a classic from the 50s. I'm gonna put that old Mama Jamma in there.
So right here used to be a door, remember? But they didn't want the renter to be able to go out to their pool area. They wanted to be able to separate it off for the kids and have privacy. So we're thinking, like, since the space is kind of weird, I think they're gonna have to probably like put their TV in the corner.
Nobody puts their TV in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
You were thinking of that the whole way over here, weren't you?
Nobody.
I'm not even gonna laugh at it.
Only the 80s people will know that one.
Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before.
All right, this is the master bedroom.
Bath?
This is not a bathroom.
This is the big wet room.
Okay, so this is a brand new window. It was, I think, supposed to be over here, right?
I was gonna try to line it up with the door, with the window, but I'm glad Stephanie came through and said, no, bring it out a
Yeah.
little bit so they can put a dresser.
That way someone can put a dresser here and it's not like smack in front of
Yeah.
your window.
So essentially what, bed right here, fan right there. This is a really nice room for
Yeah,
somebody.
it's huge. It is big. But nice. This is like all the, wait, the HVAC's like hooked up. Why can't we get air running?
No power. We don't have power.
It is
You
so
point that
hot.
out at all the houses. too.
Goodness, because it's
So the reason I don't turn the power and turn the air conditioning on is while they're still cutting tile and they're still doing stuff in here and painting and everything else, the filters just get all caked up and disgusting.
Oh.
So it's better off to just leave the air not running versus running. Plus the doors are still being left open all
and
the
make
time.
everyone suffer
So,
as
yeah,
they
I
work.
torture them. Absolutely torture them.
Again, this is like a client job versus our own flip. So everything's having to kind of go through our clients versus us just deciding on something spur of the moment. It is a lot easier working on our own projects only because we don't have to really like answer to anyone when it's our own project. So when it's our own project, we can just pick out whatever I want and it goes in. Let's go to the bathroom. It's gonna be awesome. The wet bathroom. Are you making fun of me again? I like to like touch things and he makes fun of me. I
It
I
does
feel
have a
grounded
texture.
to things when I touch them and whatever.
It does have a
This is
texture.
our wet bathroom, our wet room. It has a little thing here, but that's because he has to build up the floor and create that proper drainage. What do you call it? What's the profession? Whatever. It's gonna be like a French drain, like a vertical square long drain,
It's not vertical either. It's a horizontal drain.
but this way.
So once he pitches this, it's all going to be one level. He's just basically got to grade it down to what's called a linear drain, and it's
Linear drain.
so when you're showering, you're standing right here, and your water just goes right into the drain. For a rental, this is going to be a sick-looking bathroom.
Unbelievable. Your
So-
your tub will be there.
Yeah, here's the plumbing for it. So it's going to sit right here, and basically you can shower if you want, or you can jump in a freestanding tub. But I think you also did a good job on the design aspect because
True.
we had it 7 feet of vanity and
Vanity.
pantry in here, but you can see there's a little closet right here.
Yeah.
So that pantry would have been totally useless. This bathroom's still getting a 48-inch vanity, toilet, and this nice big wet shower area. And I think you're tiling all the way around
Yeah, so
to here. I
I'm
think.
legit taking the tile. It's a beautiful bevel white tile, and I'm going all the way from this wall all the way around until the end of the shower. So it'll also give you that classic look, kind of like what we did at Lit House as well, just like a floor to ceiling wall tile. It'll also be sustainable for a renter. I think it'll be beautiful. The pictures are gonna show so well, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, this will be nice.